Back, you're watching live from Paris on France 24. James Queen has already begun tonight's media watch.
Sorry
and the
about
cameras
that.
aren't even on. Hello, James. Do pay
Good
attention.
evening, how are you?
Good to see you. Now, the debate last night, everyone
Yes.
says Mitt Romney came off best, didn't they? No one was expecting that.
Pretty much all of the editorial writers said that Mitt Romney did very, very well indeed. Let's take a look at the New York Times headline on this. Romney wins debate, praises Obama is faulted as flat. So the general consensus is that Obama was flat, his delivery was uninspired, etc., etc. If you go to the Daily Beast,
He seemed a bit bored, like he didn't want to be there.
I think he perhaps he was trying to come out across as presidential and very kind of, in control, whereas Romney was really giving it loads of energy. I don't know. But in any case, Andrew Sullivan, who writes for the Daily Beast amongst other publications, says that Obama may have lost the election because of
Really?
that flat performance. Body language people said, however, that body language analysts, you always have to bring them out of the cupboard when there's a
Oh, I
debate.
love this body language analysis. Is really-
Well, they said that Obama was measured and presidential, whereas Romney was hyperactive. So that's another
so if
point
we've
of
watched
view.
it without sound,
That's right. And look here, you have the whole minute-by-minute, blow-by-blow analysis. The Daily Beast went well overboard. Now,
Romney
as
was aggressive. I think he was more aggressive. definitely.
hyperactive/aggressive. You see, it all depends as well on what side of the fence you're on and what you want
Well, I'm
to
completely
see.
objective, obviously, but I think Jim Lehrer was. I felt a bit sorry for him, the presenter.
Yes, indeed. He's trying to edge in.
He's trying to get in there.
Now,
and-
fact-checking, that's another
Yes.
feature of these
yes,
debates.
because Obama's come out today, hasn't he? And he said, "Oi, Romney, get your figures straight."
I think with all of these debates, it's almost always a case of style over substance, and the figures are going to be in some way tweaked. Let's take a look at this cartoon because it's featuring two fact checkers who are cross-eyed and
In a
absolutely
padded cell.
zombified. They're so exhausted from actually keeping track of all the distortions. Now, of course, the other big element in all of this, I don't know if
Oh yes, he
you've
didn't
been
come off
keeping
well,
track
did
of
he? Old
this.
Big Bird.
Big Bird. Now, what's this all about? Mitt Romney said that he was going to cut funding for public television in the US, and he said he liked Big Bird, but etc., etc. So many people said, oh, hold on a minute, Big Bird's going to get the chop. And re-electing Barack Obama, man, this is about saving Big Bird, and hashtag Save Big Bird became this big feature across the web.
And I saw Romney was trending #1 on Twitter for most of the day as well. So
Big Bird was
this
up
is
there
the
with him.
story.
The two of them
Big
were up
Bird
there
and
with each
Romney.
other, and you had Big Bird tweeting back as well, saying, "Yo, Mitt Romney, Sesame Street is brought to you today by the letters F and U." Do we
Oh.
have that? That's very
Yeah.
rude for a children's
We'll leave
TV
you to figure out what
character,
that stands
right?
for. But can I just ask you, James, what
Yes.
did you think at the beginning when Obama came on and the first thing he said was to wish his wife a happy anniversary because they were married 20 years
See,
yesterday?
there's all of this personification.
What did you think of it, though? What was your personal take on it?
Well, I think, it wouldn't work in France, for example, where private life is less so now than before, is meant to be kept more in the background. In the US, they tend to put the
more
family,
used to
the
it.
wife, the whole thing out front. All of the backstory, the storytelling is very much a big part of it. So
The problem
and
was
Obama-
there was no applause or cheering, and I think Obama's got used to applause and cheering, and so it
Right.
kind of fell a bit flat. I thought.
Yeah, people are. Well, this is it. So I suppose
Anyway.
it's proof of the limited appeal of
What's happened?
personality.
It's a funny-looking picture. What's
Can we
this?
take a look at this just
Can
to
we look at the
finish on the
picture?
whole debate feature? That is a small face Romney. Now, it's one of the memes
Why
that's been going. They just shrank his face.
Very juvenile, James.
So you see, internet users really they're not so interested in the policy issues and the substance.
No.
They just hear something like Big Bird and they go wild with a Big Bird meme, or just shrink Mitt Romney's face.
All right, do you want to talk about IKEA?
Now, earlier this week, there was a lot of upset in the press because it was made clear that in Saudi Arabia, the IKEA catalogue was adapted so that women were actually taken out. So you
Oh.
can see here a before and after. That's
There's
the
Mum.
IKEA catalogue everywhere else, an example of a photo from the catalogue. And here is the Saudi version. So obviously they were hugely criticised for adapting their catalogue to, Saudi
Not a
tastes,
single
women
woman in
would
the
say.
whole catalogue?
No. Now, that created a lot of controversy earlier this week. And now a Swedish newspaper called Expressen has uncovered that they didn't just get rid of women, right? IKEA has apologised for that, saying they shouldn't have done it. They got rid of dogs. They got rid of a hot dog photo. And what else did they get rid of?
Why
So-
dogs?
Well, apparently dogs are not massively beloved of the Arab world. They can
Did
sometimes
they
be
replace
seen...
them with cats or something more popular?
Cats actually are quite popular in the Arab world, so the
Exactly.
cats were left in the catalogue.
Ah.
Now, will I show you an example
Cats
of where
are
this
in, dogs
happened?
are out, yeah.
Right? Here is a simple sitting room scene or whatever. Now, that is a what would you say, a pencil sketch. Can we get a close up on this, please?
Some
It's
drawings.
a pencil sketch
Can we have a look?
of
What is it?
of a hot dog. It's a sausage dog. Now I can't. It's probably too small to actually see it, but it's in
Oh,
there.
yes, I see
Take
it,
my word
right.
for it. There's a
sausage dog.
It's so minuscule.
You
And
can't
look what they
barely
did
see
here
it.
on the right. You can see the replaced
They
version of
changed
it.
it.
They replaced it with flowers, and it's not the first time. So really, they went to extreme lengths to keep the Saudi, I suppose, consumer people happy. It's a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. And do you know what?
Well,
It's
there's
not.
cultural sensitivities, isn't
That's it. But perhaps taken too far.
But women
It's-
do exist, Saudi Arabia. Sorry to tell you.
That's it. Now, it's not the first time dogs in IKEA catalogues have created controversies. This is a photo from 2006 where a dog was actually revealing too much, right, in that photo, and it caused a bit of controversy as well.
Oh dear.
So there you go. IKEA catalogues and controversy.
The dog's whatever's, isn't it, James?
Absolutely.
All right, James Creedon, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Laura.
That's it for Media Watch. We're going to bring you more tidbits from the internet now. It's time for our daily dose of web news.